Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's the Big Canucker here, and I've got a nice little knife here out of France. I'm sure this is something that you guys have all seen. Maybe not this particular one. I kind of went out a little bit outside the box when I picked up an Opinel. A lot of people like just the classic folding knives, but I actually kind of went for this little number 8 gardening knife. I really liked the shape of the blade. It's kind of a drop point blade. I like the fact that it had Sandvik stainless steel, inox it says here, which I do believe is French for the stainless steel. It's a 12C27 seal, so it's a great steel for, it's tough. It holds a decent edge for what it is. And it also has this nice tapered handle, and it fit my hand really, really well. So, now, just to let you know about Opinel, have been around for a long time. I don't know exactly how long they've been together, but this type of knife has been together for, we're talking well over 100 years. It's a very simple design. It's very inexpensive. I think this one cost me $13, and it is a very handy knife too as well. I happen to use this as this is my fruit knife. This is what I use when I'm peeling apples, or I want to slice through an orange or cut up a banana. This is the one that I use, and so far it's been absolutely fantastic. Now, the edge that came with this knife, it was extremely sharp. I happen to take this knife and just kind of bring it down to a 0 grind, and because it is a little bit of a thin knife, I wanted to keep that edge lasting for as long as possible, and I think a convex 0 grind edge is an edge with a lot of steel behind it, and it will keep an edge for a long time. So that's why I kind of did that. I just took some sandpaper on these little sanding blocks I had, and I just basically stropped the knife, and that's what I ended up doing with this particular knife. Otherwise, it came from the factory. It had a nice edge on it. It was reasonably sharp, but these can become absolute razor blades. You can shave with these. These get so sharp. So this particular one is a Sandvik steel. They also come in a carbon steel too as well, which has even more edge holding ability, but is another one that is extremely inexpensive and can get extremely sharp. Now, the handles on here are a beechwood handle. They are basically unfinished, and it's just a very simple design. I'm not sure if you can see down in there, but there is basically just a beech nut handle with a slice in it. They've taken a pivot and ran it through the center here with just a very simple pin. You open up your knife and you've got a locking collar. And as you can see that now it locks there. Now this is not going anywhere. Now it is, it's tough, but I mean, you're not going to want a baton with this. Otherwise this will kind of spread, and then it'll rattle, and then it'll come completely off. But as you can see there's the little pivot pin there too as well. So now these knives are susceptible to moisture because they are not completely finished. So if you live in a very high moist area, the knife is going to be a little bit stiffer because the wood will swell up. And conversely, if you live in a really dry area, you may notice that there's a little bit of wiggle back and forth. If you are in a really dry area and you feel that the knife is just a little bit too loose, take it, just let it sit in a glass of water for a couple hours, and it'll swell up, and it'll actually tighten up the knife too as well. So just a simple little handy, handy little idea there to get the most out of your Opinel. Now, these Opinels come in all sorts of blade shapes, makes, models. They go right up to, I think there's one that's even, that's got like a 12-inch or a 14-inch blade on it. It's like the Opinel 99 or something like that. But they do come from really small folding knives all the way up to the big giant. So, and they're numbered. So your number 8, this happens to be a number 8, which gives you a 3 1/4 inch blade, gives you a 7.5 inch length total, and it also gives you 1 inch wide and 1 inch thick handle, which fits your hand really well. Be careful though, there is no guard on here, so you have to do a little bit of stabbing. It's not unheard of that the knife will, handle slide up and cut yourself, But like I said, it is a simple, inexpensive, well-built little knife that's not going to break the bank. And it's extremely fun to have in your collection. Now you can get all sorts of, like I said, you can get this happens to be a number 8, you can get a number 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. And all sorts of blade shapes too as well. They're all made in France, and they're just a really fun thing to add to your collection. So now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to rate this knife for the money for $13. I'm going to say that this is a 9. It is a fun knife. It cuts things. It folds. It's lightweight. It goes in your pocket. For $13, you're getting a heck of a lot of knife, and it's something that I would definitely put in a collection, a knife collection. If you're a collector of knives, whether it be Spyderco or ZT or Kershaw or whatever, put an Opinel in your collection. You will not be disappointed. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by and having a look at this little Opinel. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. I need all the help that I can get. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks very much. Now, remember to stay safe, keep your stick on the ice, and keep the shiny side up.